Okay, let's do our market recap. What happened with Tesla today? What happened with the VIX, which is the fear factor of the stock market? We are going to take a look at the stock indices. How are they doing? Also look at gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So let's start. So Tesla closed at 429.24, down 90 cents. 0.21% down. Post market, we are down a bit more. So let's take a look at the facts. The facts. We deal with the facts. So is Tesla still into a bullish channel? The answer is yes. We are still into it. Still into it. Is Tesla, well, does Tesla have momentum on the daily chart? The answer is no. The answer is no, and it has been no for a while, even though we are having this little bit of a move up. So we knew this, we've been saying this on the daily chart. It's not yet ready. It's not yet ready. We had a move. So today we are still above, we are still above 426.47. It's not a bad day. We had a little bit of a scare today. Then, so things went up, things went down. So pretty much a sideways day. Still no momentum on the daily chart. So it's not the time to get into Tesla. Well, you can get into Tesla because we are into a bullish channel, but we don't have momentum yet. So the move we have here, we could lose it. We could go back down to 410.25. 410.25, and we have support right here. So we could be going down to that area and still be bullish from the bullish channel. From a momentum perspective, the trajectory is not strong enough to qualify it as a momentum. Tesla does not have inertia. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, yes, we did have momentum on the 1 hour chart. We did have momentum. It started right here. Boom, look at this. Stochastic over 60. When we got stochastic over 60, what did happen? We went from here to here. This is momentum. We had some momentum right here. So yeah, so basically, I sold today. I mentioned it in Discord. I mentioned in Discord what I do, when I sell and when I buy and stuff. This is another reason to get into Discord. So getting into right here, selling in here. So yeah, a little bit of profit. It's not a lot of profit because we only had momentum on the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, things don't move a lot. When we have momentum on the daily chart, things move much more. We can go, we can gain a $30 move on the daily chart easily. On the 1 hour chart, it takes a while. So yeah, but it's fine. Profit is profit. We don't care. Right now on the 1 hour chart, we lost momentum with this move down right here, which could have been worse. It turned out not to be so bad. But with this move right here, we can now do this bullish channel on the 1 hour chart. Previously, we had this one right here. We had this one. But right now, this is the current bullish channel, and I especially like that those three lows right here are perfectly aligned. So this is super nice. So we have a bullish channel right here. No stochastic anymore. No stochastic. So things are a little bit less, a little bit less interesting and concerning. There, I said it. But if we hold support, that's fine. If we hold support, we don't need stochastic. When we break resistance, we need stochastic. So so support could be holding, and right now it's pretty clear at 430.2022. 430.22. This is the current resistance we have. This is very clear. So I will get back in. I will get back in once we break 430 on the 1 hour chart. So this is my threshold right here. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX staying low. We are at 1658. So nothing wrong with this VIX. Nothing wrong with it. Down 3.77%, 0.65. Nothing wrong with it. Let's take a look at the stock indices on the daily chart. Stock indices. Stabilizing, going sideways, still above 47,000 right here, 47,000, still above it. SPX still trying to break that resistance. So this is why we are having the movement we have right now. So everything should be going, but this one right here is stuck, you know, and SP 500 contains utility stocks, technology. It contains a lot of different things. So even though Nasdaq is doing nice, you know, Nasdaq is up by 0.84%, QQQ is up by 0.78%. They still have some room to reach resistance. But when we take a look at SPX, it does not have any room, and that's why it's not moving. It's stuck there. It's stuck. Yes. Yes, Randy. Yes, Randy. Tesla is, you know, talk to anybody. Talk to anybody. Tesla is a very volatile stock, but this is why we like it too, because when it goes, it rips. So right now it's not ripping. We can see it. It's not ripping. SPX is not ripping. QQQ and Nasdaq are starting to rip, and they have some room to grow. So so this is fine. We have other stocks. We called other buy signals on Discord today and yesterday even. So we called other buy signals. We have other stocks that are moving. So this is fine. Tesla is like Tesla is very exciting. I think it's a very exciting company. It has a lot of interest, so this is why I like to cover it. Voilà. So QQQ, Nasdaq doing well. Dow Jones, not too bad. SPX is doing the worst. SPX is doing the worst. So, but the Federal Reserve is stopping its quantitative tightening. It's starting to ease. So money should be flowing in the market like it did in 2020. You know, in 2020, I did not feel like buying Tesla stock in 2020. I did not feel it. But I did it anyway. Because the lines were telling me to get in. You know, this was from February 2020 to April of 2020. Tesla was going down like this. It was going down, going down, going down. So I drew that line right there. And then we made a little bit of a high in March. In March of 2020, we made the top right here. And then we broke both of them, basically. Broke this, broke that. I could not believe my eyes. I was like, come on, the world, the earth is shutting down. The earth is literally shutting down. And Tesla stock starts to go higher, like right here at 36. At that point in time, I think it was $550 because we had a few splits since then. But I think this was at 545 or something like that. So Tesla started doing this. I was like, what's happening? The world is shutting down. And then the next day it did this. So okay, it was not a fluke. One candle does not make a trend, but now we have two. Stochastic was climbing, and then another move like this, and I said, okay, well, I have no choice. I don't want to buy. Because the world is shutting down. And everybody was saying the same thing. The world is shutting down. We don't know what is going to happen. But the stock market does not care. It cares about the patterns, the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. So at that point, I bought right there on Thursday. I was afraid. I was like, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Well, guess what? This is what happened. So why did Tesla go like crazy? We can call it like that. Crazy right here when the world was shutting down. Well, we learned it later on. We learned later on that the Federal Reserve, and I think I can pull this out. So bear with me. This is live. I cannot fake anything. So Federal Reserve, I don't know if I can find it quickly so that you don't wait too much. I saw something recently, monetary policy. Yeah, I think I saw it. Oh boy, I thought it was easier to find than this. But okay, the balance sheet. Maybe this is the balance sheet. If you know, you can tell me, but Federal Reserve quant easing in 2020. Okay, maybe we are going to get it, through our friend Google asset held. Okay, this is too soon. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Bon, bingo. So look at this. So why did Tesla go crazy? Why did Tesla go crazy in 2020 when the world was shutting down? Well, look at this. Assets, total assets, security held outright, blah, 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 blah. So they basically pumped a lot of money in the market. Look at this. Look at what happened in 2020. Not on January, but March, they started pumping money like crazy, and the stock market went crazy up. And apparently, I don't know, I'm not a financial advisor, I don't know. I'm referring to some good financial analysts, Tom Lee, which I like a lot. He's not too good with timing, but I like him a lot in terms of big numbers. So the Federal Reserve is releasing its purse as of now, started yesterday. It's releasing the purse. It's going to flood the market with money. So when they flood it a lot, this is what happened. I don't know if they will flood it a lot this time. I don't know. But it's just interesting to note that they are starting to flood. So maybe things are going to go better. This is what I wanted to say. Let me take a look at gold and silver. Gold moving down a little bit, still has good momentum. So this is just a regular pullback. Silver, this is on a tear. This is pretty surprising. Silver is continuing straight ahead, and the Federal Reserve is reportedly printing money. Printing money. So when they are printing money, look at what's happening with Bitcoin today. Look at Bitcoin. The move we had yesterday has just been erased, and then some. Boom. That's it. End of story. It has been erased. And this is where we were. This is where we were last week. And we were moving by steps. First step, second step, third step. We lost it. But we gained it back. And we are right smack at the same line. Look at this. I cannot make this up. This line has been there. 92.017. This line has been there before today. It's the same line. It's stopping. So Bitcoin is stopping exactly there at 92.017. If you want to, okay, you can buy Bitcoin right now. Put a stop loss below 88.921. Just right here. This is the line right here at the bottom. You can buy right now, but the better buy is going to be when we break that resistance and Bitcoin is showing us that it wants to continue. So 92.017. This is your number. This is your number for a swing on the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, you look at your chart once a day. That's it. Once a day. No, sorry. Once every hour. On the daily chart, it's once a day. On the 1 hour chart, it's once an hour. So, voila. So 92.017, you heard it first. You heard it here first. This is the number you need to remember. Once we break it, things are going to go a little bit better. Okay, you can say, well, oh, this is oversold. overbought. Sorry, this is overbought. Yes, it is overbought on the RSI. It is overbought, but to me, that's not a reason to sell. Sometimes, well, oftentimes, it can be overbought and things are still moving. So being overbought is not a reason to sell. The reason to sell is when we see something on the chart. You know, this is the RSI is a calculation. It's giving us some ideas, but it's not the end all reason. So on the 1 hour chart, momentum is back. We are just stopped at 92.017. On the daily chart, there's no momentum yet. So this is why I prefer doing it on the 1 hour chart to have the full gamut of momentum. On the daily chart, we don't have any momentum. You can buy on support. You can buy on support. Okay, it's support I'm going to buy. It can work too, but there's less justification. So voila, like so maybe this move we are having today with Bitcoin is a consequence of the Federal Reserve putting money in the economy. And guess what? Ethereum is doing exactly the same thing. No momentum on the daily chart yet, so it's still an intraday move. And same pattern. This is where we were. We lost it, and it's now back. And this one, 3057, this is the number right here, 3057. This is where it's happening. And BMNR, the Ethereum treasury, yeah, it has recovered a lot. So up 10% today, 10% today. So so maybe we are seeing the beginning of a rebound in the stock market. Tesla is always special. You know, I'm going to tell you, Tesla is always a special stock. It goes against the grain. It can go super high, super fast against everybody. It can do the opposite of everybody. So, you know, this is a capricious stock, but we have others that are doing well. And yeah, I should try masculinity too. So SMH, I am reserving all the other analysis for all these stocks you see here. All of these stocks, we look at them on Discord. So you have 30 stocks of great companies. Oracle, we see this one. We have Zeta, we have Hood. We have all of these other stocks, and I call the buy signals that I see. It's not financial advice. It's just I look at patterns, and then I tell you when there's a break in pattern, and then you can do what you want. This is on Discord. You become a member on YouTube. This gives you access to Discord. So thank you very much, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. If you want a copy of all those lines, you can get a copy of all those lines for all these stocks. You get a copy. You can copy them on your own TradingView account, so that you can see what I see on your own TradingView. You can see exactly what I see. So that's another member level service. So I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.